fasten your championship belts because this podcast is unprofessional. Welcome to your weekly home for wrestling reviews, discussion, predictions, and more. This is Unprofessional Wrestling. Here are your hosts, Schwartz, George, and Travis.
Woo-wee! It's WrestleMania Day, baby!
About time.
Right? Oh, my God. All right, so Travis here. George and Schwartz are here. After this show is over, Schwartz is going to be doing some things, and he will be here for tomorrow's pre-show. He will be here in person for the first time since our very first show. So that's a big deal. Are you excited, or is it just me?
I think you're a little bit more excited, but...
Oh, well,
I'm excited.
Fuck me then, I guess. All right, well.
Vincent's a Rumble.
Yeah. It's been a while. He is bringing his bootleg NWA United States Tag Team Championship belt that we're using for our scorecard prediction challenge. We haven't settled on a Night 2 punishment yet. But in any case, one of you two are doing a shoey tonight. I know that much for sure.
I'm still saying it should be the two losers should have to do the shoey.
We'll figure it out. Well, we'll make sure we take a video of it in any case. And yeah. All right. Well, here we are. It's WrestleMania Day. Big card. We should probably touch very quickly on SmackDown. Not a lot. A lot of hype. I liked everything that happened with Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Kevin Owens. How basically the KO show was happening. Logan Paul came on the screen. Hey, I'm going to beat you guys. Whatever the hell he was saying. It didn't really matter. And Randy and Kevin are like, hey, isn't he just across the street? Because he was at Lincoln Financial Field where WrestleMania is taking place. He's sitting on the stage. Randy Orton go through the crowd because they're going to go across the street and kick his ass.
Schwartz called it.
Yeah. And then from under the ring comes Theory and Waller, and they chase him down. And then later on, Theory and Waller get to Lincoln Financial Field. Kevin and Randy aren't there. Logan Paul's standing in the ring, talking trash. I outsmarted Randy and Kevin, blah, blah, blah. And then Randy and Kevin come out from under the ring and beat up Logan Paul. That was fun. I liked that.
Yeah, I don't. It's very simple, and it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It didn't need to be anything crazy.
Nope.
The only other, I think, big thing that really happened that changed anything for WrestleMania or advanced anything for WrestleMania was the whole situation with Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee gets attacked backstage. They say he's not medically cleared to compete. There is a match that happens later on between Zelina and Elektra. Whatever happens afterwards, Santos starts attacking Rey and Dom as well. And then they're trying to get Andrade to join in beating Rey. And then Andrade turns on Santos. What do you guys make of this? So now basically Dragon Lee's not cleared to compete. Andrade is teaming with Rey tomorrow night instead of Dragon Lee.
I think it's the right decision to go with. You know, Andrade just comes back, a few months ago, doesn't really have a story for himself. Now, okay, you got some lined up now for Mania and Rey.
I think there's two things that could possibly happen or have happened. One is, maybe a Dragon Lee injury in real life maybe caused this and they had to do a pivot. It was such a short notice. That's why I kind of thought that maybe that would be it. And then, I don't know, maybe either the other way would have been, this is a different, this is a ruse. This is to get Andrade thinking, everybody thinks that Andrade is in LWO, even Rey, and then he turns on him. And that's the ultimate, the ultimate betrayal, I guess, for everyone.
I'm really torn. I have a feeling it's going to be most likely that Andrade turns on Ray, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been pretty torn on this. If anybody's watching on YouTube, hello, thanks for checking us out. It's an early show for us, but this was the best time that all three of us could make it, and then still got time for everybody to come over and hang out in my basement. There's a lot of things I need to do for that still. A lot of food prep, yada yada. It's WrestleMania, baby. It's all worth it. We're going to enjoy it. So if anybody's here watching on YouTube, please leave a comment, say hello, ask a question, give us your predictions as we talk about the match card. That'd be great. We love participation. We love talking to everybody. So do that if you so choose. Is there anything else that we want to touch on? Hall of Fame was last night. Paul Heyman opened the show, which I thought was weird to have him open if he's the headliner, because everything else felt really like, okay, I guess, after that.
I think, I mean, I didn't get to it yet, but I would imagine that the Bray Wyatt situation probably ended it, if not made a really big, had a really big segment. I know looking on X, they were showing Bo Dallas and his sister, and I know that they really wanted to do good by Bray on this one.
Yeah, I did catch. I didn't watch anything in full after Paul because I had other things going on, but I did see that for the U.S. Express, they had a couple moments there for Bray, doing a tribute for him and the Fireflies and his music, and chills, totally chills. So with that, do you guys want to get into the card?
I would love to.
Let's get to it.
Did some work this morning, add some graphics for the cards here. It's not much, but got to take what you can get.
Progressing.
It's something. First things first, the first match that we are going to talk about for WrestleMania Night 1 is brother versus brother, twin versus twin, Jay versus Jimmy Uso. So obviously we know everything that's kind of happened to set this match up more or less. Jay turned on the Bloodline. He left SmackDown, went to Raw. He's been on a singles run the whole time. And ever since, there's been little bits of Jimmy that just he can't get away from. Royal Rumble, both of them started the Royal Rumble match. And out of nowhere, a few weeks ago, we see Jimmy attack Jay to set this all up, basically. And then Jay challenged Jimmy to a match, and here we are. How do you guys feel about the build to this match and how it happened, George?
I mean, it's been an occurring thing the last few weeks. Well, going back all the way to the Rumble, it's like I feel like it's not being rushed. It's not being overplayed out. Overall, I like it. I don't know if you want me to say who I want to win or lose.
We'll get to predictions. Right. Shorts. The build. What do you think about the build on this?
I think this is fairly organic. I mean, this has been a build since they've been in the Bloodline together, and I just think it's a little bit. The push for this match was a little too kind of quick and sudden. There wasn't as much of a build as I would hope that there would have been. They could have done a lot more with it, but it just seems like, hey, let's get another match on the card. Let's kind of get these two going. I think with like a month left to get to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on this. Like, it's always been there, right? Obviously, but in terms of this particular match, I don't know if rushed is the right word, but I wish it had more time to build up. It's not like as much of like a blood feud as I think I'd like it to be, but I think this is going to be a fucking banger. Obviously, they're both great. Obviously, they've trained together their whole lives. Prediction time. George?
I'm going to go with Jay.
Shorts?
I think it's going to be a super kick party and
super kick party.
And I think if it's early in the day, I think Jay wins. I think he's got some help, and I think Jay pulls it off.
Yeah, I think I'm probably in the same boat unless I change my mind. before I fill out my scorecard, because I always second guess myself when I'm actually doing it, you know?
I was going to mention that too. Like, not everything I'm going to say here is going to be what I write down later.
Yeah. Jesse in the comments. Jesse is also predicting Jay. Yeah, and I think things are leaning that way. We'll see what happens. I'm guessing we're probably not going to have any bloodline interference in this match. Maybe. Hard to say for sure.
Solo,
Maybe.
I bet
Solo might be. Yeah.
But
damn.
With what happened last night, honestly, I could see Cody and Seth just kind of hanging around and just trying to keep it so it's, everything's squared away and ready for the night. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's Jimmy and Jay. We're all Team Jay at the moment here, unless anybody changes their mind. But that's going to be obviously an amazing match. Definitely looking forward to that one. That'd be a great one to open the night, I think. It'd be such a good match. Tell Chrissy we said hi.
I will.
Hell yeah. All right, next up, we touched on this a little bit, but we got the graphic, obviously, that's on the screen here still shows Dragon Lee. But it's going to be Dominic Mysterio and Santos Escobar versus Rey Mysterio and no longer Dragon Lee, but Andrade, after Andrade turned on Santos last night and told Rey he would step up and be his partner. The more that this story has gone on, the more that I've liked it. I think there's a little bit of meat on the bones. It's probably mostly because of Rey, but I think Santos has been doing a good job holding his weight in this as well. And obviously with these four, I mean, they're all great. This is going to be another really good match. And I think that probably it's not being talked about enough because of how good that it's going to end up being when it's all said and done. Gosh, I think, man,
I think this has also been one that has it has had a lot of history. I mean, this entire year, I don't know how many times we've seen LWO and LDF.
It's been a lot. It has been a lot. They've been a staple on SmackDown for a while now.
Mm-hmm. And so, hopefully, this kind of ends it. I would like to see what who goes which direction, whether Ray's done. But I think this is actually going to be a high flying banger.
I agree with that.
Predictions. I'm very torn on this one, to be honest.
I want to go last.
I'm going to go with Rey and Andrade.
I think I'm going Legado.
I think I'm going to go Andrade turns on Rey.
All right. I'm very much leaning that way. I'm not 100%, but for now, I am going to say Santos and Dom take the win on this one.
Same.
It's match 2.
I'll take those points.
No, you fucking won't. Shoey boy. Next up.
You bring a bad, stinky, sweaty shoe.
Are we all bringing our own shoe?
I mean, I've got multiple pairs of shoes here.
I'm gonna use my own.
I'd rather
shoe.
do it out of my own shoe.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it out of my own shoe.
No,
do it out of your shoe.
I'll give you like an old shoe from 2015 that I worked Monster Jam in.
Can I bring a Croc?
No,
you're gonna spill all over my fucking floor. No, you're not gonna bring a Croc.
No, I'm bringing my shoes and I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm bringing my own shoes.
Jesse and we got Jesse and CJ in the comments. They are both predicting Santos and Dom as well. So I think that the everything with Andrade last night is changing a lot of minds, and it's possibly doing that for me. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. All right, next up, I'm actually really looking forward to this one. We have the 6-woman tag match. We've got Bianca Belair, Naomi, and the not debut, but her only match since the Royal Rumble, Jade Cargill, versus Damage Control, Asuka, Kairi, and Dakota Kai. That's everybody's names. I wish they had Jade kind of align with Bianca Naomi more than
2 weeks.
Last week.
Yeah, they
It was
didn't
only
even really do
last
it. They
week.
just talked.
So I wish there was a little bit more build-up for her on this one, but I'll take what I can get. I'm really excited about seeing how she's going to do in this match. I'm a little bit torn on the winner, mostly not, but I think everything on this card has the possibility of going either way, some more than others. I think this one's more predictable than a lot of them.
This one's a 100% one-sided.
I think this one's going to be a good match. I'm going to say Jade, Naomi, and Bianca are going to get this. I'm going to predict Jade is going to have a very dominant showing, and she is going to be the one that pins somebody for the win.
I was going to say the
Dakota
same
Kai.
fucking thing.
I think we're all in agreement. I think Jade just obliterates. I don't think this is going to be a quick match because it would be dumb on their part to make this like a 3-minute, 4-minute match.
Okay, I got a bone to pick with CJ in the comments. He says, imagine bringing in Jade Cargill for her to do absolutely nothing but a participation match. Man, they've had such build for like the women's title matches and everything. Like, I don't know what you expect here. This is a great way to ease her into the in-ring stuff. Obviously, she's going to be a very regular competitor after this. At least I would think so. I think at some point down the road, this is going to turn into Jade turning heel. Maybe not. I don't know. You've already got a big dominant heel in Rhea. You've got enough baby faces. Jesse predicts damage control, but Jade looks like a monster.
No way, Jesse. Jade will absolutely powerbomb all three of them through the ring
At the same time.
Then,
Probably.
Did you see that powerbomb she did?
Yeah.
Holy
Major.
moly!
Man, I'm excited to see Jade. I'm excited to see her entrance. She is the total package. I'm just saying it's been months and nothing happened. No, I understand. I totally understand that. I think it was a good call when they signed her and they did all this press release about it, right? Like every news outlet, ESPN, everybody.
She went on TV as well.
They made it a big deal, and then she was shown like every week on each brand a little bit, making her presence known. CJ's also predicting damage control for this match. So it's split up. It's split so far. But I mean, I like the way that they did that with her. She's a big deal. She's here scoping out where she wants to be, not being told where she's going to be because she's that big of a deal and they're giving her that choice. I liked how they did that. I wish that she didn't just disappear for months and months after that. I wish they had her coming around each brand after a while, I guess. And then going from there instead of she's here, then she disappears for months. Oh, she's back again. Now she's signed. But I don't think she should have been thrust into a title picture right away. I think she needs more build up. She needs time to make sure everybody knows who the fuck she is.
I think we all know who the fuck she is.
Well,
she needs something under her belt in a WWE ring. She needs to work her way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm very excited for what they're going to do with her, but I promise CJ that the build up to whatever it ends up being is going to be worth it and better than just thrusting her into something big right away. That's just me.
I mean, imagine if she won the Rumble in her first fucking match.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse says casuals still don't know who she is. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you didn't watch AEW, you maybe don't get it, but you can, they didn't really change her presentation from AEW for the most part. The music, the look, the artwork, like it was all actually really good. And there's not a lot of things I say about AEW like that anymore, but they didn't change it up from Jade, which is good. It worked. Yeah, and I think she's going to show the casuals and sell them very quickly. She's going to become a very big deal, in my opinion. So, there you go. So, some say babyface team, some say heel team. Curious to see where that goes, but I think that's going to be a fun match too. Anything else on that one, gentlemen?
No.
We are flying through this. All right. Next up, we've got Sammy challenging for the Intercontinental Championship against Gunta. All right, so I didn't like. No, George, I feel like I'm talking too much. George, how do you feel about the build to this match?
I don't think there's much of a. Well, obviously there's a story behind it, but it's like I don't think Sammy's that guy.
Just like Gunther says.
Yeah. I feel like they just wanted to give Sammy this opportunity, get him on the card. Do I think Chad Gable should have got it? Yes and no.
Why? Why do you think yes and no? Why not? Why not more yes than no?
For Chad?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
Both Sammy and Chad have both had their opportunities against him. I kind of wanted something different, maybe. Obviously, there's talks that they wanted Gunther and Brock at Mania. Do I think it could have been like a triple threat match with these three? Yes. I don't know who's going to win. I don't know.
I don't see Sammy walking out with the title. I really don't. Honestly, it would seriously take if Sheamus came back or if Drew came, it wasn't in the title picture for the heavyweight title. It would take someone big because Gunther has risen. He has brought that title up a hell of a lot of notches.
Do you think Chad interferes?
I don't. I see him being down there. I could see him coming down, not necessarily interfering, just jumping it or jumping around and doing something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe his presence is the interference. I don't know.
I'm so torn. I don't know. I don't know that Sammy would be a great person to end that reign. I don't think he will, and that's okay. I do think, I don't know that Chad Gable is going to be involved with anything tonight, but I think he's going to be soon. Jesse in the comments says, should have been a triple threat. I agree, except Intercontinental or U.S. title's already triple threat. So I don't know that I need to see the mid-card title have two triple threat matches. I mean, I wouldn't be against it, though. Fuck it. Why not? Right? It can be the same. I don't see why it shouldn't be.
I would have made it a fatal four-way. Add Ricochet.
He deserves it.
Well, Ricochet's on SmackDown, I think. Is he? Well, he was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but that's not brand specific. Okay, well, got me there. Oh, that's right, because he was in the Gauntlet match.
Yeah.
But he lost the Gauntlet match, so there you go. But so did Gable. I mean, Sammy won his right into that match. Fair and square. Went over Gable clean. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing, though. Gable's had multiple chances at this, and he's lost every time. So I know he's saying, Sammy, he thought Sammy didn't have what it took or whatever it was. He said he needed to change his mindset, do this, do that, yada, yada. But Gable never really proved that he could do it either. So, I don't know. I'm going to predict Gunther retains, but I think there's going to be either something involved with Gable tonight, maybe a heel turn. After the match is over, I don't think something's going to happen during, or
what if he costs Sammy the title?
I thought about that.
My brain hurts with all these fucking possibilities, I'm telling you. I'm just going to say Gunther. I'll leave it at that, and we'll see what happens.
George, what do you think?
Gunther. Would I like to see Sammy with this title? Yeah.
Shorts.
I just don't think. I think Gunther's gonna win this, but I just don't think if Sammy does get it, I don't see him doing anything as good as Gunther.
Well, no. I mean, he's not going to get anywhere close to beating it or anything like that.
No, not just more of like do right by that title.
Jesse says, I don't want another Gable heel turn. Okay. They could do a really good job with it now with the new regime and the new parameters they have. I mean, you can compare Gable to Kurt Angle more than anything, I feel like. And Angle is an amazing heel. I think Gable has it in him. And if they give him the tools and give him the time, I think that could be a lot of fun. So
they legitimize him though. If he has a title, that would legitimize him as a heel.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I think if it were me, 100%. All right, well, that's that match. Next, obviously, everybody's looking forward to this one. We got Becky Lynch challenging for the Women's World Championship against Mommy Rhea Ripley. We knew, I think, for a long time, this is the match that we were going to get for Rhea. And I've said it multiple times. Rhea had not had very formidable challengers for her title during her entire reign, which has been about a year now.
Over a year.
Just a little over a year.
And like a day.
So,
It was like 4 days.
yeah. And I feel like they have been purposely keeping Becky and Rhea very far apart up until now. I don't believe there are any other really big stars on Raw that Rhea could have faced anyway. I mean, she's had good matches. She defended against Nia Jax. I would say that's probably been her most formidable opponent in her reign.
I mean, Raquel, she wasn't terrible.
Yeah, I don't think anybody thought for a second that Rhea could have lost any of her matches, though, that she's had. I don't know if you guys agree, but
I agree.
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Regal's coming in hot.
He's been outside the last hour.
Well, it's nice out. He's fine. I'm going to say Rhea gets this. I think Rhea needs this to really legitimize her title reign and to remain on top.
As of right now, I'm undecided.
Wow.
I mean,
Interesting.
Becky hasn't had a title reign in been a hot minute.
Gun to your head. Who are you going with?
Mommy.
Shorts.
As much as I want her for Rhea to win, I really think that they're going to put it on Becky.
Really? Why is that?
It's just she's still
The man.
she's just still yeah. I mean, she's a staple, so it's like it's kind of like it's their I don't know. They're just gonna it's their fallback. I think they're gonna just give her the title, let her run with it for a bit because she hasn't had this title yet, and so I think that's what's gonna happen.
Interesting. Okay, so we're a little bit split on this. I thought it'd be more straightforward. I'm digging it.
Hey, I'm still 50-50 on it.
This one's a tougher one. This one is gonna be a tougher.
I mean, I'm fine with either or.
I think you guys think it's tougher than what I think it's going to be. But
I think it's tough.
But it could still go either way. And I don't think any of these matches are 100%, honestly. Like I said, some are more than others, leaning a different way, but I don't think there's one that's 100%.
I think the Jade Cargill one.
I
is
think
100%.
there's a possibility Damage Control could debut a new member who would be a big deal or something. I know that
against
they
Jade
have
Cargill.
surprises
Against
planned.
Jade.
Triple H, Michael Cole on the Pat McAfee show said there are going to be surprises.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily referring to like debuts or something like that necessarily. I mean, it could be match outcomes, but I would, when they say there are surprises happening, usually that's more than just matches. So
Special appearances and
yeah. So there's a lot of different ways this could go. Jesse says Rhea for the win. Becky doesn't need the title. That's fair. CJ says, gun to my head, I'm going Becky, but I can see it going both ways. Yeah, and that's the beautiful thing about the storytelling in WWE ever since Triple H fully took over finally. So that's where we're at with this one. 6-pack ladder match. This is going to be a really fun match. So you got Awesome Truth, you got DIY, you got Judgment Day, Balor and Priest, New Catch Republic, and A-Town Down Under. What the fuck do they call them? It's stupid. Anyways, Waller and Theory. Not really a fan of either of them, to be honest. But here they are. I'm sure they're going to add to this match. Obviously, they're good chicken shit heels, but I'm not crazy about either one.
I was reading still that's Pretty Deadly is still listed as a possibility to begin that match.
really.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. We'll see.
Like I don't know if I did see on SmackDown though that Tyler Bate did hurt his ankle. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's serious or not.
Oh, interesting. Well, we will find out.
Yeah.
I like how they built this up. I thought it was weird that they did like brackets on SmackDown, but they didn't do this for Raw. You just had to win one match and you qualified. So, I mean, I guess, but maybe that's one thing too, where it's like, oh, it's kind of nice that Aldis runs things this way and Pierce runs things this way, and it shows a difference in general management styles or something like that. CJ says he wants DIY to win. Obviously, they've been keeping a lot of continuity between all these tag teams. They've all had interactions with each other, matches with each other, keeping enough interest, I think. We could see some really cool shit in this match, I think.
I agree.
Yeah, and I like the aspect of them possibly splitting the titles up. So
that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I really hope that happens.
Yeah, and our scorecards don't account for that, but I'm sure they'll have a plan B if it does happen. Either they need to just make it one set of belts to go amongst all the brands like the women's tag belts do, and then they're the same, right? As the women's belts, which I think is good. Make things nice and even between the two. And if you split them up, I guess it's fine. I think I'd rather see them be one set of belts for all brands personally, but then again, you have your NXT titles too. So I don't know. Jesse says JD could always retain Judgment Day, but I want a WrestleMania moment for Truth. Sure, I think a lot of people are wanting Miz and Truth to win. CJ says, I was reading this could be one of the longer matches at Mania. If that's the case, I'm excited. Well, I mean, of course. This has to have a good amount of time. I mean, you've got a lot of people, and this is going to be an action-packed match.
I think
I want tables.
Sure, there'll be tables. Nobody knows, man. I don't know that they've come out with the order, unless I missed it. It's possible, but
I don't know. I don't think I saw it either. So that's fine.
Prediction, George.
I want Awesome Truth and maybe the New Day.
Oh, I don't think I said New Day, did I? Well, New Day's in there too.
Who wins what, George?
I want. I know what is New Day on SmackDown or Raw?
Raw.
Oof. Awesome Truth for Raw and for SmackDown.
Yeah. I'm sure they would probably make the team get sent over to SmackDown. Then it doesn't matter who wins.
Yeah, and I'll still go with the New Day.
Okay.
Schwartz.
I think they're going to split them, and I think it's going to be New Catch Republic getting SmackDown, and I think it's going to be Awesome Truth with the Raw titles.
Just because at the moment we don't know, I'm not going to go off of a split, but I am going to say I don't think Judgment Day is going to retain.
No.
I think man, this is another one. It's just so hard.
Well, you have 6 options.
CJ says, R-Truth deserves the world too. Seeing Miz and Truth win would be. Oh man, that's. I don't want to say that's my official pick, but that I guess I'm going to. That at the moment, that's my official pick. Miz and Truth. I might change my mind, but God, there's so much going on in this. It could go so many directions. That's the beauty of it, though. So that's that match. Now, our first main event of the weekend. We've got Seth freaking Rollins and Cody Rhodes.
6, the bell is going to ring.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. I thought that was going to be something else. I thought it was just going to say Little Dick Syndrome. Anyways, you got Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes versus your Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world, Roman Reigns, versus, with The Rock.
Fuck your story.
So, oh man, I think I know where this is going to go, and I have a reason why. Let's kind of recap how we got to this match, first of all, right? Cody loses last year at Mania against Roman. They don't see each other at all until after Royal Rumble. Cody wins the Royal Rumble, hands the main event to Rock, despite basically, after he wins the Rumble, he's in the corner. He points up at Roman in the box. I'm coming after you, motherfucker, basically is what he did. Then The Rock comes back. Roman gives the main event against Roman to Rock. Later on, we find out that basically Rock convinced Cody to give him the match because it's what the fans want, and Cody wants to do right by the fans. So we got the explanation for that. Everything in this story has been making good sense so far. This press event happens for WrestleMania at T-Mobile Arena. Rock and Roman are there. They talk about how it's going to be those two in the main event for the championship. And then we hear on the microphone, this is bullshit. Cody comes out and he stakes his claim for his WrestleMania match. He's taking it back, baby. We're going to get Cody and Roman at Mania. But not until we get this tag match. Seth Rollins got involved because he was standing there during this press event as well and got involved. And then the challenge was laid out. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus Rock and Roman. If Rock and Roman win, tomorrow night during Cody and Roman, it's Bloodline rules. If Cody and Seth win, Bloodline is banned from ringside. So, what have you guys thought about the build-up coming up to this tag match? George?
Amazing. Every second of it. Like, the way that Rock is just doing whatever the fuck he wants. It's just amazing. The stuff that he does on Instagram when they stop going live on TV is like, to me, I love it.
I can't agree more. Shorts?
Hot take.
Oh, fuck, I hate this.
I don't think
I'm
Seth
about to
should
say
have been
something
involved.
dumb. I agree, but and that's definitely the way that I felt. He was involved because he happened to be standing there trying to get Cody to face him at the presser. So I understand. So like, there's a sensible way I think that it happened, right? But I think this also lends to Drew and Seth, and we'll talk about that tomorrow.
I think it's just personally, I think it's taken away from the title, the heavyweight title. But the build up to this match, insane. This is the whole reason why people are actually invested in this company right now is because of this build up.
Yeah, it feels like this is the hottest the company has been in a really long time. I mean, it feels almost Attitude Era-esque. And granted, I was a little kid when the Attitude Era was around, but I mean, this feels like a major boom in wrestling right now.
Are you saying just because The Rock is back, or do you think it would be
that? I mean, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
It's
he
more of like the side stuff, like the backstage interactions, and the doesn't give a shit about things.
The Rock doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, the production changes have been great. The new management has been great. The storylines have been so good. The writing's been so good. I think it was Paul Heyman last night during his speech said that there is a lot more creative freedom and a lot more collaboration that is allowed to happen now that Vince isn't there. He didn't say it was because of Vince, but I think everybody kind of knows that.
Yeah.
The Rock has a lot to do with it. The news with him being on the board. Obviously, it's bringing a lot of eyeballs, and when The Rock is gone, I think a lot of those eyeballs are going to stick around because people are invested in what's happening in WWE now. There's no way they're not.
Wrestling is cool again.
Exactly what it is.
That's what they've been saying. CJ says Roman and The Rock are going to take it hands down. Tomorrow's going to go into Bloodline rules. Cody's going to lose to fuck you. He's not going to lose. In a typical BS Roman title match. Jesse says, I want to pick Bloodline. It makes more narrative sense. Makes it an uphill battle for Cody tomorrow night and sets a stage for Rollins to lose the title. So I guess, let's get into predictions. That's exactly what I was going to say. I think that it lends the Drew and Seth match a lot of background. And Drew can come back and say, I was fucking right. I told you to stop worrying about that match. Like, stop worrying about these things that aren't my title. Like, I want all your attention. I want the best Seth Rollins I can face, basically. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. And I think that might set Seth up for a loss, but with an asterisk, because he was in a match the night before getting the shit beat out of him. I
have a super hot take.
Oh my god, I fucking hate your hot takes, dude.
What if we don't get Seth versus Drew on night 2?
Stupid idiot.
That doesn't make any sense.
Damien.
What if we get Damien?
I mean,
bait and
you're
switch.
still gonna have Seth and Drew.
No, what if he cashes in night 1?
Oh.
And then takes it off of Seth.
Well, yeah, but you're still gonna have Seth and Drew. I mean,
What do you mean?
I mean, say
they're still gonna wrestle each other.
No, they wouldn't.
he could come
Why-
and get into a triple threat match and pin.
It's a bait and switch.
Why wouldn't Damien, who is a heel by the way, why wouldn't he cash in after they're both beat down?
They would be beat down during the tag match.
Is this making sense to you, George?
All right. Replay what you just said.
Night 1,
Okay.
tag match.
Yep.
Seth is Bloodline wins.
Okay.
Seth is beating the shit up.
Damien cashes in after the Bloodline match with Roman and Rock.
Yes.
Then what is it going to be? Drew and Damien night 2?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
That makes no sense, Shorts. That makes no
No,
sense.
it makes
Yes, it
sense.
does.
Yes,
no.
it does.
It
It does.
I
It's
don't.
just a bait and switch.
I literally don't understand.
No, I figured Damien cash in night 2.
I literally don't understand how you think Seth and Drew still wouldn't happen.
I could see Seth ruining the Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre match after on night 2.
So tell me, if you're Damian Priest, why aren't you going to wait for both guys involved in this title match to have the shit beat out of them by each other after the match is over, then cash in? Why doesn't that make more sense?
Because they're not going to expect it if it's night 1.
I mean, think about what Triple H said on the Pat
He's gonna
McAfee
lose
show.
Yeah.
It makes sense in a small world.
No, it doesn't.
Just because it doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean it's wrong.
I hate
okay?
everything about. Listen, you're entitled to your opinion,
Dude, his
but it's
fucking
wrong.
mind is already like, you're just fucking with it more.
I
Stop.
hate everything about this. I can't hate this anymore. I'm sorry. CJ's with me. He says, I understand it. I don't even understand it. He says, I understand it, but I don't get why they do that. Yeah, I don't even understand it, CJ.
I mean, after they lose the tag belts, Damien's just gonna be a fucking wreck. So he's got to do something.
Yeah, I'm glad you're following this, George. Travis is just the one that does not get it.
Dude, his head's just all over. Like from tonight, we're not even like we haven't even started yet.
I'm not even in town yet.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna think of all these hot takes now. I'm gonna text them to you guys.
I'm going to punch you in the dick
No, just bring him up. Like
tomorrow.
no,
Don't bring him up, actually. Don't make me angry tomorrow.
No, I'm gonna bring them up tonight, and then.
Why did I wear my CM Punk shirt today? He's not even on tonight. Damn it.
bro.
Guess I got to wear it 2 days in a row.
When he's sleeping tonight, like just go whisper in his ear all this, like all your hot takes.
So you just dream.
I just have fucking nightmares. I wake up screaming, ah! No!
You just in a cold sweat, and Kelly's just gotta hold you like a baby.
Bro, she wouldn't even be here. She works until like 4 in the morning, so.
We'll still be up.
No, we fucking won't. We got a show to do tomorrow. We got another show to watch. I'm really excited for it tomorrow. More excited than tonight, but tonight I was obviously lending a lot to tomorrow. So, with that being said, I do think Roman and Rock are going to win tonight. Obviously, because like I said, it is going to lend towards Seth and Drew. I do think if Cody's going to win, they should make it look as good and as strong as possible to really legitimize his win. I know a lot of people think Rock and Austin are going to come out, or Austin and Cena. I think that is a good possibility based on history with The Rock tomorrow night, if it's Bloodline rules and Rock gets involved. However, personally, I would prefer Cody to do it without any help. Fight everybody off yourself, because you've played these games with them before. You know what to expect. I would rather see that, I think, and just make his victory look as good for him as it possibly can. I don't think if anybody comes out and helps him, I don't think it necessarily takes away from his win. I just want it to look strong in any case. But I think Bloodline rules tomorrow, and I think Cody might win. That's not my official prediction. We'll see how tonight shakes out.
Don't say that about tomorrow yet.
I said that's not my official prediction. I don't know what things are going to look like tonight. So that's not my official word. My official word is Bloodline wins tonight.
I think that's a pretty unanimous decision. I know
Really?
George was saying that before too.
Yeah.
I'm 100% it's going to be Bloodline.
I do want to see one thing. One more stunner to The Rock.
Just for the stupid sell.
Yep.
His selling ability.
I've been nervous about this this whole time, because Cody's been doing so many matches and stuff around this story. I'm so nervous he's gonna fucking get hurt or something tonight, or Seth, or literally anybody.
Like actual hurt or
Yeah.
Like,
It's gonna actually be a scary.
No,
Scary
CJ, I shouldn't be in Syracuse right now, you asshole. I don't want to talk about it on here.
so
Whatever, CJ.
who gets the pin? Who takes the fall?
Ooh, yeah, that's a real thing.
Oh, I think Rock is gonna take the fall, or make the fall. I think he's gonna pin Seth. Rock pins Seth. That's my prediction.
There can't be a world where Cody takes the pin.
I agree. I don't think.
I mean, I don't want to see Seth or Cody take the fall, but it's
But if Seth is going to lose tomorrow night, potentially, if that happens, I think he should take the fall tonight.
2 losses in 2 nights.
Yeah.
And then the dude's gonna go away. He's gonna go away for a while to heal up. There can't be.
And I hope that when he comes back, then he has a much better character than this hokey bullshit that he's been doing for way too long.
You don't like it?
No, I hate it. I can't take him seriously. Like for example, if he was like legitimately pissed that CM Punk was there and that night CM Punk came out on Raw and then Seth came out and they went back and forth, Seth still came down to the ring like dancing and shit. Like in Seth's character,
it's a Joker character.
No, I think Seth's whole character right now revolves around his song, and that's it. If you take the song away, I don't think there's a lot of meat on the bones at the moment.
I don't know. He did say he developed the character as like a Joker situation.
No,
So
nobody,
it's like
literally nobody looks at it that way.
Would you rather him be like the fucking Messiah again?
It's so disingenuous. It doesn't feel like it's him. And that's why I don't like it.
You want him heel or baby?
I don't care. I just want it to feel more real. It feels so forced and hokey and over the top, and it
I
shouldn't
want to
be.
feel something.
CJ says, I don't know who would pin Seth, but I can see Seth taking it. And then he says, Seth's character is dumb. I can't believe you guys don't think that.
I don't mind it.
You don't have to agree with me. I don't know. I just think it's so disingenuinely over the top, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it.
That's how it's supposed to be. He is over the top.
Great. He's a baby
flamboyant.
face and nobody believes in him.
Do you think Jimmy or Solo interfered tonight?
In the tag match?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
You think that's when John Cena and
No.
Stone Cold
I think it would be tomorrow, personally. Because you can't have Stone Cold and Cena come out and not have Cody and Seth win.
I'd say Cena comes out tonight,
True.
Austin tomorrow.
I think you do them both tomorrow when The Rock or whoever else interferes. If it's going to be a Bloodline Rules match, I feel like that makes more sense personally. That's me. That's where I'm at with it.
I think Seth takes the pin. Roman pins him.
Okay. Sure.
I think Rock gets the pin over Seth. That could change tonight sometime.
You guys are so disingenuous.
I can't. It's going to be a long night.
My head already hurts.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Jesse says Rock pins Seth. That's what I'm saying too. Yep, that's where I'm at with it. Great minds think alike, brother.
I mean, Rock, he's got to get the pin in, obviously.
He doesn't have to get a pin.
I don't think in
The final boss needs to get the pin, Travis.
big picture, I don't think it matters who makes the pin. I just think it would lend itself better to tomorrow if Bloodline does win tonight. In any case. So, that's what I know. If there's anybody in the comments right here before we wrap up, say hello. Give us your predictions. What do you think's going to happen? If anybody has any questions about what we think about tonight, now is the time to ask before we do wrap up. CJ says, on the other hand, I can see them doing more underdog shit and Cody gets pinned too. I don't know. Yeah, I guess. I'm not sold on it, but it's a possibility. There's a lot of possibilities. I don't know.
I just don't know. I don't see a world where Cody gets pinned.
Besides tomorrow night.
The fuck did you just say?
Hey, it could change. That's a nice belt up there.
You guys are.
You won't even make
fucking-
it to see the match tonight if you keep that shit up. You hear me, boy?
Help me.
You guys are too set on the whole it'll change thing.
You already got your mind made up for every fucking match or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it.
Oh, really? Even tomorrow night?
No, I mean, whatever I say tomorrow night, yeah. Or tomorrow, for tomorrow night,
okay.
yeah.
But you're set on tonight.
Hey, as soon as he gets here,
Yeah.
make him fill that out. Print one off for tomorrow. Make him fill it out right away.
I will. I'll do it.
I don't think it's in your best interest, but
Don't forget your shoes.
I will get.
you should buy a new pair of shoes. What time? I mean, I've got a thing set. What time do we want to do the show tomorrow? I think I have it set for like 1 or something, but we can change
Completely
it.
fine with me. Completely fine with me.
Go later in the afternoon.
We can.
Yeah, like 2, 3.
All right, we'll workshop it. We'll let everybody know what time the stream is going to be tomorrow. It might change from where it is now, but the link is up. If you go to our channel, check the live tab, you will see that the link is up for the show tomorrow. And we're going to talk everything about night 2. We're also going to recap what happens on night 1 tonight. Oh, man. Oh. Don't forget your belt shorts. We might have another guest on the show tomorrow, potentially, who doesn't watch wrestling, which I think could be fun. He may or may not have to share a mic with us. We'll see if Shorts figures something out on that, since he is in the area of Best Buy headquarters. TBD. The Best Buy close to me does not have a
Right.
XLR microphone. I have one option that maybe could work. I don't think it's a good option, though. I think it would work out very poorly, actually. So, gross.
Sorry.
Goodness gracious. Well, I guess, is there anything else?
Nope. I'm ready for tonight.
Let's get ready to rumble.
My final thought on this, CJ, you can go fuck yourself. Cody is not going to lose. You're not going to be laughing. You're going to be crying. Just like the Cody Crybabies. I am a Cody Crybaby. I am proud of it. All right? Cody's going to fucking win that match. You guys can think what you want. I don't care. I don't need you. I don't need you. I'm going to be right about this. It's fine. Anything else? That it? We wrapping it up?
I'm good.
CJ, you're not getting an apology video Monday. You're going to get a different video. It's going to be a video of my asshole. You're going to see my asshole, and I'm going to be yelling, Cody fucking won!
Jeez.
I'm not sorry. I feel very strongly about this. Cody is going to win. You hear me?
Apologetically, not sorry.
Well, thanks everybody for checking out the show today. It's going to be a big day. It's a big weekend. I know NXT is happening right now, or it's ending, one of the two. Stand and Deliver. A lot happening. We had Hall of Fame, Raw, SmackDown, Pat McAfee, everything. Pat McAfee was a lot of fun yesterday, by the way, if you haven't watched it. It's definitely worth checking out. Check us out. Search Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, rate, all of those things. That would help us out immensely. Also on YouTube, if you're on YouTube, click subscribe. Do it right now. Click subscribe. Also like the video too, please. If you're listening on the podcast and not watching on YouTube, search Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast on YouTube to find us. Definitely click subscribe. Notification bells on there. Check us out on X at the tag that you see on the screen here. Also search Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast on Facebook. You'll find us on there as well. We're very active on the socials. We're working on trying to do a lot more actually as well. And also one final note, George and Shorts bought me my first title belt for my birthday.
Not just us.
Well, they had a part in it. It was George Shorts, my wonderful fiance, and her parents. And I very, very much appreciate it. It's going to be here on the 9th. That's in 3 days, right? Monday or Tuesday. It's Tuesday. So I'm very excited. I may wait to open it up, do a little live unboxing here on the next show. We'll see.
They package that shit so good.
They do. All right. I had something else too, and now I can't remember what it was. All right, that's fine. We'll give you the old salute. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And we will catch you guys tomorrow. Time TBD. Check the socials. Time TBD. We are doing another show tomorrow before night 2 of WrestleMania. We will see you then. See ya.